May I ask first, how much is the 2025 budget that was passed last year and how much is your proposed budget for this year, for next year?
Moment suspension.
Okay.
Your Honor, masyadong mabilis.
Yes, so the problem here is creating a budget based on speculation. If one of our goals is the UN Security Council and ASEAN is just a speculative case for that, or for our chance of getting a seat in the UN Security Council, then the portion intended for ASEAN is just based on speculation.
Well, with the indulgence of the distinguished sponsor, actually the ASEAN is a different entity. The UN Security Council is a seat that every country aspires, but there's no corresponding budget for that. The ASEAN is a platform where all governments can talk to each other, lobby with each other, and put forward the interests of our country above our neighboring ASEAN countries. The distinguished sponsor,
That is correct.
Ito na nga, Kiko Barsaga, harap-harapang binutata at sinupalpal ang mga buhaya. Janet Garen, todo tanggol pa. Pero bago ang lahat, maaari kayong mag-subscribe para maging updated sa mga issue at bagong mga balita. Halos si Gary na nga ang sumagot sa lahat ng katanungan ni Kiko Barsaga nang hindi makasagot ang kanyang tutang buhaya. Mga perang nilustay at ninakaw pilit pang pinagtatakpan ni Garen Bistado na. Narito ang buong detalye.
Leader.
Madam Speaker, next to interpellate the sponsor, I move to recognize the Honorable Francisco Barsaga from the 4th District of Cavite.
The Honorable Barsaga is recognized.
Okay, good evening, Madam Speaker. Good evening to our sponsor. May I ask first, how much is the 2025 budget that was passed last year and how much is your proposed budget for this year, for next year?
Moment suspension.
Okay.
Your Honor, masyadong mabilis.
Session suspended. Session resumed.
Madam Speaker, Your Honor, if you are asking for the budget for 2026, it's 2,714,679. Your Honor.
Okay. So 2,714 million, am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is, how much of an increase is that relative to the 2025 budget that was passed?
That is 20% less, Your Honor.
20% less. So that means the budget that was passed in 2025 is around 3 billion. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So 2.7 billion is a lot of taxpayer money. Could you please explain to the audience what exactly the PCO, can you provide a brief explanation to the audience of what are the tasks of the PCO?
Your Honor, the PCO is the President's arm in promoting transparency and accountability in his policies, as well as, they serve as the window to show his most important future plans. They ensure that all regions in the country have access to commercial media, and they provide the vital information for all the help the public can get for the government's policy.
Mm-hmm. So is it purely for domestic or also for international purposes?
For both, Your Honor.
For both. Okay, and as you previously mentioned in one of the previous interpellators, there is a need for the budget due to ASEAN. What exactly will you be doing there?
We are gunning for a seat, a non-permanent seat, because a UN Security Council seat, we could gain substantial influence by participating directly in decision-making in pressing global issues. We can the country can have a platform to advance its foreign policy objectives and promote our national interests within the global security framework, which is very, very important for the issues we face now. Your Honor.
So the purpose of it is for the UN Security Council seat. Will it be done through ASEAN?
No, magkaiba yun, Your Honor. Of course, we will use the ASEAN, of course, to put us in a good light, in a way, to justify. Of course, if we are put in a good light, it is in a form of like a public relations, so we can showcase to the world why we should be nominated and elected for a seat in the UN Council, Your Honor.
So the ASEAN is the necessary initial step in our country's publicity on the international stage, which would lead to a higher chance of getting the UN Security Council seat.
No, we have already initiated, affirmed our hosting, our schedule. We are really scheduled to host for the ASEAN for 2026, Your Honor.
And on what basis are you stating that hosting the ASEAN would increase our chances of getting a UN Security Council seat?
Sorry, Your Honor, can you repeat your question?
On what basis are you assuming that hosting the ASEAN and providing a successful event for the ASEAN will increase our chances of getting a UN Security Council seat?
There's no assurance, complete assurance, Your Honor, if that is what you are asking. The ASEAN next year is a different one than for our bid for the UN Security Council seat. We are just putting our country in a good light, of course. Hindi naman po maganda na hindi rin po tayo being the host of the ASEAN in May. Hindi rin po maganda na hindi naman po natin ilalagay ang sariling atin in the best possible light. Po, Your Honor.
Okay, but my question still remains, is the budget for the ASEAN or for the purpose of securing a UN Security Council seat?
Your Honor, it's mostly ASEAN po. Sa ASEAN po, yung budget po ng PCO, Your Honor.
So the potential of securing a Security Council seat is only speculation, it's only a bonus if ever we were to succeed.
Magkakasama po sila. Of course, again, it's no guarantee. Bid lang po natin yun sa yung UN Security Council non-permanent seat, Your Honor.
But if there's a direct correlation, or if you're unsure if there's a direct correlation to our success in the ASEAN to the UN Security Council seat, then you're just basing it purely on speculation. You cannot base such a large budget of 2.7 billion on speculation whether or not we would get the UN Security Council seat.
With the indulgence of the Honorable Kiko Balsaga, if he may allow me, just to align everything, I believe the sponsor mentioned the total budget of the PCO, including its attached agencies and corporations, and that's the more than 2 billion. Can the distinguished sponsor confirm this? Can the distinguished sponsor confirm it? It's the total budget of the PCO, including attached agencies and corporations.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Your Honor.
Yes. However, incorporated in the budget, as the concern of the Honorable Barsagas has stated earlier, is a budget for the ASEAN. Does this mean that the Philippines is hosting ASEAN meetings and gathering?
Yes, Your Honor. We have 167 clusters of meetings for the ASEAN.
Okay,
So
and for
would
that,
be
just
for
to
the bulk.
clarify the Honorable Barsaga's question, how much within the budget of the PCO will be allocated for the ASEAN? Maybe a ballpark figure. And am I correct, Honorable Kiko Barsaga? That's the contention that you would like to pursue.
Yes, so the problem here is creating a budget based on speculation. If one of our goals is the UN Security Council and ASEAN is just a speculative case for that, or for our chance of getting a seat in the UN Security Council, then the portion intended for ASEAN is just based on speculation.
Well, with the indulgence of the distinguished sponsor, actually the ASEAN is a different entity. The UN Security Council is a seat that every country aspires, but there's no corresponding budget for that. The ASEAN is a platform where all governments can talk to each other, lobby with each other, and put forward the interests of our country above our neighboring ASEAN countries. Distinguished sponsor, please
That is
proceed.
correct. For clarity, the Deputy Speaker has clarified everything, Your Honor.
Okay, so it is completely separate that our purposes for hosting the ASEAN is not directly connected to our desire for UN Security Council seat. Am I correct?
Can you repeat that again, Your Honor? Sorry.
Our purposes and our budget allocation for the hosting of ASEAN is not directly connected to our desire for a UN Security Council seat.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
That is a different occasion, Your Honor. It's a different.
Okay. What percentage of the PCO proposed budget would be spent on ASEAN?
Around 600 million for the ASEAN, Your Honor.
And what role would the PCO fill for the ASEAN?
They will be the primary agency to put our country in the best possible light. They will do the digital content. They will do all the communication in radio, print, billboard, all forms of media before, during, and after the ASEAN, Your Honor.
And primarily, the large percentage of the expenses there would be through advertising. Am I correct?
Not entirely, Your Honor.
What percentage would be through allocated to advertising for the ASEAN?
With due courtesy to the Honorable Barzaga, maybe the distinguished sponsor can explain that this budget encompasses all the trainings, meetings, the representations, as well as how our country will package, how PCO will package our country and position it
Yeah.
against our neighboring.
Yes, Your Honor, we will have all kinds of meetings, clustered meetings, and it will really entail a lot of expenses, professional services. We have representation expenses. International media will come in. International media centers will be put up, so that will constitute the bulk of all that expense, Your Honor.
So we will also be paying for the expenses of international media arriving here.
Your Honor, we will be the hosts, so it's automatic that we will, of course, be as the hosts. We will have to do expenses for that.
And how much are we expected to spend on that?
As was said, Your Honor, as I mentioned, advertising expense, representation expense, media clusters, a lot of media cluster groups will be conducted. International media will come in. Those kinds of things, Your Honor.
Just to clarify, the international media coming in are guests. We don't pay for them, we don't spend for them, but we provide food for them. This is that
And-
the...
For the International Media Center, Deputy Speaker, and Your Honor.
So basically, the ASEAN is a platform to put forward all the interests of our country, including collaboration. And we laud the distinguished sponsor.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. The Deputy Speaker has put some clarity in all that, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. That would be all. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to our distinguished sponsor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, next to interpolate the sponsor, I move to recognize the Honorable Percy Sendanya from Party List Akbayan.
The Honorable Percy Sendanya of Party List Akbayan is hereby recognized.
Magandang gabi po, Madam Speaker. Magandang gabi po sa ating distinguished sponsor, the lady from Mandaluyong City. And good evening to the PCO family. Ang una ko pong tanong ay napag-usapan na noong nakaraang committee hearing natin. Pero kailangang ituloy po yung kwento. Hindi po kasi natapos yung kwentong binuksan na magiting na kinatawan ng Bataan. Kaya po ngayon, ang ating pong kwento ay naghahanap tayo, where is the money? Ito po yung kwento na allocation for Congress TV na nilagay sa PTV4, pero ang Congress TV nalipat sa IBC 13. So ang tanong po ng taong bayan, magkano pa dun sa pera na inallocate for PTV4 originally, which was eventually should have been transferred to IBC, ang in possession pa po o nandyan pa sa accounts ng PTVN?
Mr. Your Honor, PTNI assumes that the 100 million, may 100 million pa pong unspent. To finally resolve this matter and ensure compliance, PTNI and PCO will coordinate with relevant authorities po, like the DBM, the Treasury po, para bibigyan na po ng karampatang course of action po yung hindi po nagagastang pera na nasabi ko.
From the perspective of observers, sinasabi nila na hindi naman kinakailangan maging komplikado. Kasi malinaw na yung allocation for Congress TV, originally nasa PTV at nalipat ang Congress TV sa IBC. Marapat lamang na dapat yung 100 million na ito ay i-transfer na sa IBC. Kaya po ang tanong ng lahat, bakit hindi pa ito natatransfer sa IBC?
Your Honor, si Secretary Dave po ay nakikipag-confer po ngayon kay Secretary Amena para po maayos na po once and for all yung lipatan po ng pera na yan dahil nagkaroon po talaga ng gray area po sa yun po nung nagkaroon po ng biglaang lipatan po sa mga from PTV to IBC po.
Madam Speaker, distinguished sponsor, pag sinabi po natin na para maayos na, ano po yung ating ask? What is the request or what is the course of action being proposed by PTV?
Your Honor, ngayon po kasi ang PTV, may pangangailangan po ngayon. Pagtitingnan niyo po ang PTV, medyo in disrepair na po siya. So meron po siya ngayon sa kasalukuyan na request ng 81 million for the rehabilitation of PTV. So, Secretary Dave, being the new PCO head, ginagawa niya po ng paraan sa pakikipag-ugnayan niya po kay Secretary Amena para po maayos na po yung pera na yon, yung nakahang po na 100 million na binanggit ko, para at least magamit na po para sa rehabilitation po ng PTNI.
Kung babalikan po natin yung item na allocation, Mr. Speaker, distinguished sponsor, the allocation was for Congress TV. Bakit po gagamitin ng PTV4 para sa improvement ng kanilang facilities ang isang allocation na originally for Congress TV? So paano po ito i-justify o gina-justify ng PTV?
Your Honor, nung 2024 po kasi, during the budget deliberations, naliwanagan po na may hatian po yon ang 50 million po sa Congress TV, 51 million po sa PTNI. Ngayon nagkaroon ho ng gray area doon dahil ang Congress TV po ay nung nag-expire po yung kanilang Memorandum of Agreement noong November 2024, lumipat po siya sa IBC. So, ang may pangangailangan po talaga ngayon po, ang PTNI. Ngayon, hindi ho alam ng PTNI yun dati, yung ganong kalinaw na demarcation na 51 PTNI, 50 Congress TV. Nakapag-submit po sila ng 66 million for rehabilitation. So, ngayon po, inaayos na po yun sa ngayon. So si Secretary Dave Gomez po ay is seeking of course clarification po kay Secretary Amena of the DBM para once and for all, dahil ang PTNI po ngayon ang may pangangailangan, babanggitin ko lang po because meron po tayong kakaharaping ASEAN next year. Kailangan po sana ay maayos po ang lagay po ng PTNI. At siguro dapat na ho talagang ayusin din naman ang state media dahil 33 years old na po yung mga voltage regulators po doon at parang anytime po ay parang babagsak na ho ang kanilang building po.
Speaker, Madam Sponsor, we share po the concern for improving the facilities of our state broadcasting system and we will go to the topic later. Pero iniulit ko po, nandun po tayo sa topic ng Congress TV allocation. Pondo na dapat nasa Congress TV at para sa Congress TV na dapat ay nasa IBC. Kung sakali po, ang term nyo kanina ay ayos. Kung hindi ito maayos with DBM, handa po ba ang PTNI na i-transfer sa IBC ang nabanggit nating halaga kanina?
Your Honor, si Secretary Dave Gomez po. Okay, ang in-advise po kasi, isa sa OLE po, sa Treasury po yung pera, and from there, because under Office of the President budget po to, so executive budget po ito. So with the commitment sa ating DBM Secretary na after ibalik po sa Treasury, kunin po ni Secretary Dave ang commitment kay Secretary Amena na idalihin po sa PTV po because yan po yung pinaka-urgent need sa ngayon.
Inuulit ko po yung tanong ko, kung sakali na hindi po pumayag ang DBM dito sa gustong course of action ng ating pong PCO Secretary, handa po ba tayo? Buo pa po ba yung pera at pwede pa po ba itong i-transfer sa IBC?
Moment suspension, Your Honor.
Session suspended. Session resumed.
Your Honor, Sir Speaker, Your Honor, gagalangin naman po kung ano man ang outcome at ano man ang desisyon ni Secretary Amena ng DBM. Of course, gagalangin po ng PCO ang ano man desisyon, pero mas ipagdadasal nila at mas gugustuhin po sana nila na maibalik sa PTNI dahil yun po ang mas nangangailangang ahensya ngayon. Iko-connecta ko lang ho because meron din po tayong i-host na ASEAN next year at hindi rin ho maganda na marami hong international media ang papasok at maaaring hindi ho malayong maimbitahan po or maimbitahan po or matanong po ng ibang international media outfits kung ano ho ang paano po ang state media ng Pilipinas at hindi rin ho maganda na makikita nila na in that form of disrepair po ang ating state media na PTNI, Your Honor.
We understand, Mr. Speaker, dear distinguished colleague, yung concern po natin about the state of the government broadcasting system, pero sa dulo po, hindi po kasi healthy fiscal practice yung nangyayari ngayon sa loob ng PTV given this issue. I will not belabor the point, but this representation maintains that the funds intended for the production and widened reach of Congress TV should be transferred to IBC as soon as possible. Napakahalaga po na mapanood at mapakinggan ang Kongreso ng ating taong bayan, lalo na sa nasa malalayong lugar. Now more than ever, when our institutions' integrity and credibility ay nasa punto kung saan china-challenge at may doubts ang taong bayan to integrity ng institution, napakahalaga po ng transparency. And this is one mechanism to ensure that kind of transparency. Let me move on, Mr. Speaker, a distinguished colleague, dun po sa ating susunod na team, yung topic po, nabanggit nyo kanina, Trending nga po ito online, yung estado ng ating facilities dyan sa PTV. Naranasan ko po dati,